Guys, welcome back to the shop. It's been almost a freaking month now since my last video, and it's time to get caught back up on some of this stuff. About that time, I guess the COVID stuff started going on and really didn't know what was going to happen, and I really never mentioned to you guys what I really wanted to do with the twin supercharger setup, and our plan was to try and get it done and go down to Cletus and Cars in Indianapolis. And after this stuff started all going on, I kind of figured that that show was going to be canceled, and it was. It's canceled, but it's moved to August, and I don't know if we're going to make it in August or not. So when all this started going on, I kind of hit the brakes a little bit and slowed down on the twin supercharger setup. I haven't touched the actual setup at all lately. I do still have to move the two pulleys and do a little bit of welding on the bottom of the intake yet. Not a big deal. It won't take much to finish it up. But I did go through and clean out the entire inside of the car, get everything ready, strip the interior. I think all there was a seat and a headliner in it. Got the whole thing stripped out, and Thursday we brought the car down to the shop here. So I'm going to roll the footage from Thursday. It's Saturday now, and we probably are going to try to start pulling the engine and stuff out of the car here at the shop tonight. I'm probably going to cut all the brake lines, wiring, and everything out of it. Wire wheel the engine bay, spray it flat black so it actually looks halfway decent underneath the engine bay, and then I'm going to move on and start doing those pulleys and stuff. So we'll probably be shooting some video tonight on trying to get the engine into the car. Other than that, over the last couple of weeks, I do have another guy helping me out now while this is all going on. His service shop kind of slowed down. Not a lot of people are out, I guess, getting things fixed right now. So I do have another guy here helping me, and over the last couple of weeks, we hammered a lot of stuff out. If any of you guys were following Project Hank, the truck's done now. I actually had an alignment done yesterday morning, and it's sitting out in the parking lot. I drove it to work today, and it drives awesome. I do want to adjust a few things, turn on the front coilover springs and all that stuff because it rides a little hard in the front. Some fine-tuning adjustments, and I need a starter because the solenoid's click, click, start. So we're going to replace the starter right away too, but probably do that stuff tomorrow. Also, the 51 Chevy over here, which I don't even know if I introduced this car to you guys. It is a 51 Chevy four-door, kind of a pretty cool sleeper car. We changed the rear end already, got a drive shaft in. It is an LS with a 4L60, Phytech standalone engine management system. All the brake lines are run, bled, Willwood brake system on it. Brand new fuel tank with a high pressure pump in it. I don't know what brand it was, but it's all installed. Fuel lines are ran. Technically, if we hook the battery up and turn the key and squirt some juice in the intake, it probably would start and run. Just ordered this intake tube, cheap eBay setup the other day. It was only like 50 bucks for like a Suburban or pickup truck. We're probably gonna cut this off and turn the elbow and TIG all that up and get that weird cone sitting in here. Got a couple wires hanging yet for the gauges. Gauges are one thing that needs to be done yet. So basically gauges, exhaust, we have the driver's side pipe on, finished that up last night. Got to do the passenger side exhaust pipe yet. And just a couple little things, radiator hoses and whatnots like that. So we'll get back into this car this week, and maybe we'll catch up on that and do the first fire up on it and some of the tuning on it. But other than that, I'm going to roll the footage from Thursday night of us bringing the Sunbird down here and getting it into the shop so we can start doing the twin superchargers. And I guess if we do anything tonight, which we're probably going to do some stuff tonight, we'll have another video on what we get accomplished on the car tonight and or on the supercharged engine. And I'll catch up with you guys hopefully in the next couple days on that stuff. You want to drive it off? Do the honors?
You can do it.
Well, let's see if it starts.
I was going to say, I bet you it doesn't.
The battery was pretty dead. Alright. Whoop. Yeah, it is dead. Alright, well, Brian's putting the jump pack on. We'll see if this pile starts. Ooh. He's rough, boys. Put her next to a Danger Ranger. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that one down there, yep.
Will it run off the jumper?
Yeah, it should run off the jump pack. The alternator's unhooked. We'll have to tape the terminal up there for that, but otherwise it should run. There, perfect. Well, there.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Need granny fluid.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
That is neutral. All right, we're loaded and strapped down. Let's get this thing back and get it on the hoist and start tearing it apart. Rolling back into town. Getting ready to pull in the parking lot here at the shop, and we'll get this thing off the trailer. Load Project Hank for its alignment. We'll roll her up on the hoist and take a look at how rotten the Sunbird got sitting in the yard for 4 years. All right, we're back at the shop now, and sun has gone down. The place is kind of destroyed. I got random wiring stuff and whatnots laying all over. Engine hasn't changed much since the last guys you saw it. Project Hank, however, has totally changed in every way, shape, and form. Did a ton of aluminum work around the bottoms. New spoiler on it, dimple dyed everything. Made a nice steel tonneau cover. Did all the seam sealing and stuff, so got no rattle at all on it. Got this little hook here for our latch, push down a little, pull on it. 2003 Suburban gas shocks like the one I drive over there. Got the tank all made. Made these little hose protectors here today. Those turned out pretty cool. Put a few dimple dies in them and attached them down to the floor. And that's just to kind of protect the feed line here and the vent hose coming down in case you throw chairs or something in the front. So when they come back, they're not shearing at the fuel lines and all that stuff. Other than that, a lot of aluminum work got done on the front up here, which I'll show you guys more about this in the next upcoming video. I'm gonna go get the thing aligned tomorrow, so we'll go for a ride and get a better look at all this stuff outside. But for right now, we're gonna get this thing out of here and get it on the trailer.
One last burn off.
Try it. Definitely got a locker in the back.
With no
the
brick.
wheels straight so I don't run into the hoist. No? Come on now.
Yeah, close.
There's no brakes left on this thing.
I know. Brakes are scary when I pulled it off the trailer.
No. We need brakes.
Agreed.
Should be alright, huh?
In theory.
Oh, let's see if it falls off the hoist. A lot of room under here for activities, that's for sure. Check this out. You think someone put her in a ditch before? That's awesome. It's not even rotten, it's just ripped all the way back to the rear. I guess one of the first things, well, after we get the engine in, I guess we'll use this tank to fire it, but after that, one of the first things is I'm going to pop this fuel cell back out, and I do have the cutout, because I actually put this tank, and I have the cutout here with this frame section and the floor pan. We're going to get this thing out of here and put that thing back in, re-weld it, and then probably build a nice 25 gallon aluminum tank under here and try to shoot back through the hole here. Well, maybe that's a bad idea if we're going to do burnouts in it for contest. I'd hate to blow a tire and rip the filler neck out, so maybe we'll either go in the trunk or maybe out the back over here where the license plate used to be. Other than that, it was set up for straight line. It's got these super long bars under here, which is pretty crazy. I don't know quite how well that would work, but we're going to start off with this and we can always modify stuff after that. But key here is to get it running first. Got a little bit of rot to replace in the floorboards, which I had some video of doing that. I don't know if I have any clips on hand, but a little bit of tin work, but all in all, it's really not that bad. And it was tied together the right way with the frame connectors and the floor pans and all that stuff previously, so I guess we're gonna get to work and start pulling this engine out for the next activity, and that's about it. Alright guys, well the lights are all off now and I'm gonna start heading home because it's what, like 10 o'clock now? I would think something like that. Saturday we're gonna crank on this thing, and hopefully by the end of the night Saturday, maybe Sunday morning for you guys by the time we're done messing around, hopefully we can see those superchargers sticking out of the hood of this 1980 Sunbird. Thanks for watching guys, appreciate it. Till next time.